is at fault in Benghazi? That's what I'd like to talk about today. The Senate Intelligence Committee, which is a very rare committee of the Senate because it has an equal number of Democrats and Republicans on it, and a Democratic chairman, Dianne Feinstein, and a Republican chairman, Saxby Chambliss of Georgia. And they have studied Benghazi and come to a joint conclusion. And the conclusion is that it was Hillary Clinton's fault, that the State Department had ample warning of this attack. In their phrase, many of the tripwires were crossed, were touched, and that the State Department failed to take action to increase security at the compound. They also faulted the CIA for not telling the military of the problem, and the military therefore did not have enough resources in the region to be able to protect that compound. Now, there's a lot we don't know about Benghazi. What was the CIA doing there in the first place? Why did they have 30 people on the ground there? What were they trying to do with weapons, that particularly surface air missiles, that we'd given the Libyans? There's still a lot of story to be told there. But what is evident is there were attacks before, there were ample warnings. Christopher Stevens, the ambassador who gave his life, specifically called for additional equipment, and Hillary Clinton and the State Department failed to provide it. Why? Well, Hillary was too busy globetrotting. She was the frequent flyer Secretary of State. She neglected diplomacy on the one hand. Look at what Kerry's doing that she didn't do. I don't agree with what Kerry's doing, but look at the activity compared to her. And she was neglecting her administrative duties in running this vast foreign establishment of, I think, 40 or 50,000 employees. Just absolutely neglecting it. And I think that tells us a little bit about what kind of a president she'd be. She would not run the government. She'd be distracted, aloof, and running all over the place. I think Hillary essentially has been First Lady for 20 years. 8 years as First Lady, 8 years as Senator, and 4 years as Secretary of State. In all of those jobs, she never got over doing the stuff she did as First Lady. Going to ribbon cuttings and visiting daycare centers and talking about human trafficking and the problems of women and the problems of children and having town meetings and doing handshaking tours. Well, that's not what a Secretary of State's supposed to do. It wasn't even what a senator was supposed to do. It is what a First Lady is supposed to do. And I think that we are really seeing the shortcomings in Hillary as a manager. Hillary has never run anything larger than her husband's campaign, and even that she never really ran. And I think that this report shows the very serious shortcomings in her credentials and in her ability. The second thing the report shows, and remember this is a completely bipartisan report, is that there was no anti-movie demonstration going on in Benghazi. None. Zero. Zip. Zilch. Never happened. The commission says that eyewitnesses on the ground confirmed that there was never a demonstration. From the first minute to the last minute, this was an attack with lethal weapons trying to kill the people in the compound, invade the compound. And the fiction that this was a movie gone bad, that both Obama and Hillary pushed for 2 weeks after the attack, was just that, a complete and total fabrication, not based on any slightest foundation of truth. And it was on the basis of that that he entered the campaign and entered the re-election period, Obama did, with the assertion that he'd basically crippled al-Qaeda by killing bin Laden. This is a devastating report, and what makes it most devastating is the impartiality of those making it. Half Democrat, half Republican. Thanks for watching.